My thing is this. I tell you what I'm finding too is I think social media is making relationships or trying to get to a relationship stagnant because nobody really, I don't think, really knows what they want. And even if they know what they want, they're confused as to how to get it. Do I take the traditional route? Do I rely on social media? Does she have to look like an Instagram? Can I be comfortable in dealing with a woman that looks like how I generally want a woman to look, who is not a traditional model or what people think that a woman should look like? Can I be comfortable in liking what I want to like and being against the grain, against the status quo? I
Right.
think people are so wanting to. I mean, but we do this about everything. Like we always want the new trendy thing, and so that's what's happening. To me, that's what's happening with relationships. Is everybody wants the trendy thing, and nobody's setting up time to do the work of real relationships, of getting to know the person,
Well,
and then you're mad.
you
I'm
first.
sorry. Go ahead.
Please, no, continue, please. I'm sorry.
You know, and then we're upset when, months or a year down the road when it didn't work. That's because you didn't put in any time. You were superficial and went on what looked good, ignoring all the red flags. And, I saw a meme today and it says that you drink all day, you curse, um, you are not, but you want to be treated like a princess. You're a pirate. You drink, you smoke, and you curse all day. You're a pirate, but you want somebody to take care of you.
That sounds familiar. Did we have this conversation already?
We did not.
You a lie. Yo, you plagiarizing me on the air. Lord have mercy. You better be glad.
Whatever.
You better be glad we are mentally evenly yoked as you stuff your face with that pasta. Is that Rasta pasta?
Mm-mm.
Is that
I'm trying
Sage's
something
pasta?
new.
Is that
I'm trying
is
something
that
new.
Sage's spaghetti?
It is my spaghetti, but it's made with cauliflower pasta. So we're trying to be a little healthy today.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm down 30 pounds.
You better go,
Yay!
D Wells in the building trying to get summertime fly.
Facts, yo. I came here and I'm eating food and I'm living life and I'm drinking drinks and I'm having not a lot of fun. I'm eating and drinking away the pain. No, I'm just kidding. But health is wealth, guys. Remember that. So cauliflower pasta. Did you know that? Like for instance, whenever I go shopping, I don't. I try not to. If I remember, I don't even buy the regular pasta anymore. I get the wheat pasta from. Well, my doctor said he was like, that's the best kind you can eat, like brown rice, wheat pasta. Just get all of the starches, the right starches. I'm not gonna try to speak like I'm proficient on health consciousness or whatever, or the right diets, but there are certain things that you add to, and it's kind of like Lego. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now you put on the next block. Now we eat more salad. Now we cut out the sugar. Now we eating some. I don't know. Now we're taking our vitamins. We're doing our exercise. We're burning as opposed to sitting in front of that TV. You know what the biggest problem in life that we all have right now? Look at the screen. Watch this. I'm gonna show you this MF right here. The couch
I
is your
somehow
enemy.
lost your video.
You lost my video?
I can't see you.
Oh, I see you. Just keep talking. Trust me. We're good. Trust me.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah, I just didn't want to interrupt the show. But this guy right here, and there are many forms of it, but this is what we call a remote control. The remote control is connected to thousands of channels of distraction to keep us away from our focus and doing what we need to do. Do you know how easy it is to come home from work, come home from the gym, come home from soccer with our kids, sit on that couch and lump out and just drink away the pain with it on top of that. So now on top of the remote control, which we can watch any Marvel movie, anything that we want to watch at any given time, well, have you had a deep conversation with your kids yet? Did you and your wife work on? Did you and your husband work on that thing that y'all was supposed to work on? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm distracted. And if I may share a story while you indulge in that delicious pasta making me ever so hungry,
I love it when you tell a good story. Please
here we go.
take us.
So I had a relationship, and it's not too, and I hope she's not mad. But I'm going to talk about something, and it's a reoccurring thing, and I'm trying to figure out if it's me or if it's them. right? So we have to, like, when there's a problem that's reoccurring, you got to look at the numbers. Everything is numbers, and numbers are perfect. So in this relationship, it's been presented on many a front. Like, look, man, we got to do things to make this work. You know what I'm saying? So if Sunday is the day that I'm going to take off, and it's going to be family time, or the day that you're going to take off, or if we're having this discussion and it's repetitive and it's heating up, or and if we're doing these things and we're finding ourselves in a stagnative position, what would you do? What's the solution to defeat and avert from having? What the heck was that? The devil's a
The
liar.
Pepsi,
You heard that?
the Pepsi,
There was that.
the Pepsi truck driving by.
Tell him to shut it up. I'm trying to preach here. Um, no, but we don't take the time to take the time. Is basically what I was pointing out. I was taking a long way to the short road. If you don't invest in your relationship, right? If you don't do what the person likes, if you don't do what the relationship needs, if you don't concentrate on the interest, not just the being there, but the interests, the things that are. Go ahead, please.
Here's what needs to happen, and we don't do this enough. Most of us know how we love. We know how we give love. What we never truly invest in is loving the person the way they need to be loved. My Yeah, we all have our love language, but that may not be the way that
Love
you
language.
accept love.
Yeah, I agree.
Just oh, my love language is gift giving. Okay, cool. But if that's not the receiving love language of the person that you're interacting with, it means nothing.
Yeah.
You have to be involved, in my opinion. If my love language is gift giving, my perfect match is going to be someone who loves to receive gifts.
So the Charger, the Challenger, two of the most popular cars, and they're American, so fairly easy maintenance, right? It's not like if you got a
Hmm.
Beamer or a Benz where a tune-up costs like $2,000, right?
Hmm.
With a Beamer, Benz, Rolls, Jag, whatever you drive it. I know you like Jags. I had to say it. Ha ha ha. The Let's Cruise the Beamers in. Never mind. Um, it doesn't matter if you don't put gas in the car. If the car takes 92 or 93 and you keep putting 87 in it,
It's not
if
going
you
to work.
if you ride that thing up and down 95 and you never put oil in it, say it again.
It's going to shut down on you. It's going to
If
lock up.
if you got a flat or you got a slow leak in your tire, and eventually double 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 double, what's gonna happen? Triple A, right?
It's going to be on the side of the road.
A lot of us need AAA for our relationships, but nobody wants to do the work. But everybody wants to get on Instagram and social media and in the church and in the supermarket and look cute. I got my little Gucci purse. I got my man. I got a picture perfect life. But we're looking at a shell of a situation. And more
You're
people are
showing what
so.
you acquired in your
There you
relationship
go.
as opposed to
There
what
you go.
you are doing
There you
with
go.
your
Say it
relationship.
again. Say it again.
You are showing what you have acquired in your relationship as
Speak to me,
opposed to
Lord.
showing what you are doing in your relationship. What is the legacy of your relationship?
Yes,
When
Lord.
people look back at it, what are they going to see besides your things?
And why are people so eager to complain about something in which they've done no work? What bothers me about relationships these days, especially as a man that used to be married 19 years, and now I look at the even with my ex. God bless her soul. She dope in her own right. She, you know what? It's love hate, but at the same time, in our day, nah, I'm gonna have to even say in those days, people didn't want to seek help. They say let's do it, and then we get to the threshold of doing it, and they back out for whatever reason. There's always an excuse not to have an intervention, and then the only intervention you're getting is an intervention from a mediator instead of getting a lawyer for divorce. You know what I'm saying? So now the mediator's there divvying up the assets and talking about you're gonna get this and you're gonna get that, and I'm just here because you guys can't speak to each other when you had the opportunity, and it's a shame. And what people don't understand, and somebody taught me this a long time ago, and then I've seen it reinforced many times. when you get married, right, or when you connect with someone, at first it's about the emotional connection, right? But most people don't realize that the aspect or the business of relationship is business. It's not just that funny feeling you feel inside, man. It's how you work with and get to your goals together. Because guess what? In real life, never mind what we see on TV all the time, right? But in real life, when you go to that trip to Aruba, on TV or in Hollywood will show you, they'll say, hey, look here, man. Uh, yeah, I'm a successful doctor or I'm an architect or whatever. But in real life, these architects are really just regular folk working for MTA. They barely got enough. They got to fix something from the old relationship. Who knows what they got to do, but there's a cohesion of two parties working together in a business situation. You know what I'm saying? The capital, they're putting their capital together so that they can say, all right, we put it on a payment plan. Let's get to Aruba and we got the same fun and look, hey, we partying just like Tay Diggs and everybody else on the and we on the boat. We just as sexy. I've been working out. Yeah, look at my bang bang bang. Look at me. Hey, best man's wedding. Ho! You have got to focus on real life in real relationships and get this nonsense of, by the way, I haven't been cursing, have I, Sage? Am I doing better?
You're doing a wonderful job.
All right, cool. You got to get into the business of real life and come out of the TV and these thousands of channels that keep programming you. And we know these movies by heart. We know the lines that they're going to say. I was watching last night, I was watching Cadillac Records last night. I didn't know I knew the whole movie by heart. That's just a funny movie. Or the Django Unchained. I just know by heart. But if you don't get into the business of your relationship, then somebody else ultimately will. And all of the work
Well,
that you
people
put
get
in, all of the work
confused.
that you put in, somebody else is going to benefit from or be penalized because of. I
Mhm.
digress and I'll stop there.
Oh, well, just to touch on what you were saying about the love, and we focus so much on the love. And of course, that's the initial attraction. You fall in love, you get the butterflies, all of that. But we think that's supposed to continue, and that's what makes the relationship, and it is not. What makes the relationship is the work. And so I've probably said it on the show before, but I say that it probably needs to be reiterated
Hmm.
is that your person, your forever person, your partner, your mate, whatever you refer to
That's
it
being abused,
as.
by the way. If I hear forever person, forever whatever, I want to throw up in my mouth. It makes me sick now because it's so cliche. It's so awful. And instead of listen, the work. I'm not trying to cut you off and even divert from what you're saying, but people are caught up in this mentality of I deserve this forever person, but you ain't horse manure in your life, in your activity, in your mentality, in your deserving. Why do you think that you, because you got nice tits? Why do you, oh, because you went to school and you graduated? If you are a derelict of a human being, then you deserve somebody like, as a Samuels would say, you deserve that wherever you are, like the
Quality.
$50,000 chick or whatever. You ain't gonna get the $200,000 chick or dude because you're putting in $20,000 a year work in your relationship. Why would I want to invest in you? Ooh, let's get off of welfare, please. Can we get to Aruba? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss Sage. Thank you, Sage, by the way, for being here.
You're welcome. Um,
You got
but
some
we
more of that
focus so
sketty? Can
much
I get some of that
on the
sketty?
love and the feelings, okay? But when life is happening and your mother is sick and the children need to go to college or someone's in jail or the rent need to be paid or
It gets
the
realer.
the whole heating system in the house went down.
This is chess.
Any
This ain't checkers, boy. This is chess.
any
This ain't
array of
checkers.
things could happen, right? When those things happen, I don't care about your feelings. I don't need to hear about, your love for me.
And I don't need
I
your
need,
hugs and kisses. I need you out pounding that pavement.
I need, I need for you to say, hey, this is the plan. This is what we're going to do. And this is why your person should be your best friend. Because I got two very best friends. When I call on either one of them, I don't need to hear from them. And they're not going to come with
But
Oh,
they
well,
coming.
I
They
feel as
coming.
though we need to do, they're gonna be like, yo, where
What's
I
up?
need to
What you
meet you at,
need?
this is
Cash
what we
app
gonna
that.
do, this
Yep.
is how it's going down. Bang, bang, bang.
And here's the get back. Here's the thing too. When you get help from somebody, there has to be a get back. There has to be some type of reciprocation. Excuse me, a
Hmm.
reciprocation, because if I go to my job and work from 9 to 5 every day and I never get paid, hi Indeed. My name is Dave. Here's my resume. Can you talk to
But the
somebody
thing
and hook
about
me
it,
up with somebody? Go ahead.
if that person is your best friend, you automatically know that the reciprocation is coming. But once we work through this situation, we can sit back after everything is in place and we've resolved everything. We can laugh, we can talk. I can hear about your feelings, we can make love, we can do whatever we want to do. But in the moment of handling business, everything is not mushy, everything is not
And
rainbows and
I'll be the first
sunshine.
person to say I'm a very emotional guy, so I do mix church and state. I do get mushy because I'm a believer that through perseverance, and sometimes perseverance is not a thing where you're climbing up the mountain and you're diesel and your muscles and you're sweating and that. No, perseverance is just enduring a situation. So, with the idea that you're sharing, also being able to put the work to the side to understand that you have to pour encouragement into, but that's just not, we're not going to give it a main line where we're going to keep pumping it. You still have to manifest whatever energy that you can muster to deliver a desired effect. But let's not negate and take out of the equation the fact that the insertion of emotional content is not necessary, because it is. And to
Not
think
saying that
that,
it's not necessary. What I'm saying is it has its time and place. And when there is business that needs to be handled, nobody wants to hear about how sad you are, emotional you are. We're going to talk about that once we get done with this. And then I want to hear how you feel or how we feel in this moment. Take pride in how together we work together to get to this conclusion.
yeah,
You know,
well,
look at how we
but I
work
just bought
together.
those
We have
Jordans,
even
baby,
grown.
and
We have even grown through the process together.
but baby, I just bought those Jordans, and I know I had to pay insurance, but I needed them, and I just freaking lost my promotion. I'm so sad that I didn't. The lights went off, and I bought a bracelet. Shoot, it was for you though. I love you. No,
Doesn't play.
here's
Doesn't play.
flowers.
And that's
Here's
why and
flowers.
that's why
I
your
love you.
person and that's why your person should be your best friend because your best friend would tell you to your face unobjectively, you know you messed up for buying them Jordans.
What is you
Take them
doing?
back. What are you doing with your life, sir?
I agree.
But we'll take it from our best friend. But if your
Yes,
lover tells you the same thing, now the house is all upset.
I agree. I agree. How
Now the
much time
house
do
is
you
on
have left on
fire.
your lunch,
Why is
Saji?
why is it different?
Saji, how much time do you have on your lunch?
I got 20 minutes left.
Okay, cool. So we can talk a little bit. All right, cool. Keep going.
Yeah, so why is it different coming from your best friend as opposed to coming from your lover? Because your lover apparently is not your best friend. You need to be able to hear from
Okay,
them
stop right
the
there.
same
No,
way
no, no,
that
no,
you can
no.
hear from your
I'm
friend.
changing the subject a little bit, but I want to show audience. I want y'all to comment and say something. Is I want y'all to take a Snapchat chat. Look at her face right now. Look at her demeanor, right? Because here's the thing, and you're absolutely right, right? But if somebody's talking to me and pointing their fingers with them long ass nails, with their face and makeup done, and all of this seriousness or whatever, and I'm like, okay, my approach is this, right? And I might throw a little levity to calm the situation down because I don't really know how to approach it. That's just me, right? That's what I would do. And everybody has their technique, but if you coming at me with the listen, yo, listen, bruh, it's not time to yank you if you. I'm not gonna respond. And you gotta also keep that in mind because here, your audience is your partner. And you have the obligation to communicate a hard idea. But there is a fine line. It's very finite. You say that the wrong way, and you're gonna find yourself in a position where it happened 20 times. Listen, hold on. You know what? She talking crazy. I'm gonna get that money out right, but you know what? You keep talking. Hey, Yeah, I'm about to go to Fridays, man. It's it's Friday, yo. Listen, I'm trying to get some drinks or something because I gotta clear my head because of the finger. You still, in spite of the seriousness, watch how you talking to me. I'm still a man. I'm still a woman. I'm still a human being. I'm still your child, mom and dad. Don't listen. I got feelings. I got a brain. And then you know what? I can either take what you're saying or I can leave it. It's a pendulum. It's a balancing thing. It's a Gemini. Shouts out to my brother Emerald. I wish he was here, man. I miss my little brother. I wish you could have met him, Sage. My little brother Emerald.
Hmm.
Jeff Brown, boy, shouts out to you, bro.
He wants
Boy,
to hear that.
wow, I just got moist a little bit. Excuse me for a second while I give an Indian teardrop. But if you ever get bored, I'm gonna put it online. The Brown Book of David. Me and him made an album. Shameless plug, but you do have to be conscious of how you speak to people, delivering an important message. Because guess what? There's the corporate setting, there's the family setting, and then there's the tension setting. To whereas, you've been talking to me for like I hear what you're saying, but I reject that, and I'll take my corporation someplace else. What do you say to that? I'm just basing that. I heard everything that you're saying. You're absolutely right, right? But you can be right and wrong at the same time.
Exactly. And I mean, I am speaking, this is us having, a conversation, but I'm not directly speaking to you. So yeah, I was doing that,
But
trying
that's
to
what our
get my
sisters do.
passionate
Our
point,
sisters do that, and it's very. Our
trying to
sisters demean the men. You know that, right? Don't talk to me.
I
Like,
don't,
see, you
I'm,
saw what you
I'm not
just
going to
did.
put all the sisters in a box.
You saw
I'm
that,
not going to
right?
put all the sisters in a box. I
Okay,
won't
but
do
you
it.
saw that, right? You saw what you just did. Without you closed your eyes and you said, "Listen, hold on. Don't shut people down. Be open to the conversation. We have to get away from flailing and doing all kinds of stuff and just, hey, look, bro, like sitting down. Like,
Well, here's the thing, David, is I think there's a fine line, and maybe we do need to figure out as women how to ride the line. But you also have to keep in mind we are Black women, and Black people in general are emotional.
and visual.
We are flamboyant,
Very.
and so all around the world, we are the same. It's the same song with Black people.
That's why
We're
our culture
colorful,
is the biggest culture, and that's why hip hop is just the
and
biggest
it's the
thing in the
most
world. Hip
appropriated of
hop
all
did like
cultures.
this to rock and roll. It's
I think our culture is the most appropriated of all cultures. If you go back and look,
yeah.
nobody has been copied any more than we have.
Our culture is billion. How 45 say billions and billions and billions. That inarticulate monkey's uncle, but that's another conversation.
Yeah. So by nature, we're passionate, we're flamboyant, we're colorful, and that
Spiritual,
translates
spiritual.
translates in spiritual. It translates into the way that we talk. Because even now, I'm not pointing, but I still have to use my hands.
But all of this, listen, boo boo, you got to go out there and do. No, I ain't really don't. I want to because I'm invested in you. So if you say the same message, you say, hey, sweetheart, look, the time has come for us to kind of just chill out with all of the other stuff. None of this, like,
Mhm.
we really have to have a talk and let's put down a game. Wait. Before you do that, I'm just gonna ask you because our sisters do trigger our women and men are assholes. Just for the record, I say first of all, let me just disarm myself. Men are assholes, but sisters have got to learn to be a lot more humble in just communication. Sisters are the salt of the earth. I applaud from you to my baby's mother, to my mother, to my stepmother, to my auntie mother, to my mother in heaven. You guys, ladies, do so much. So I thank you personally. But ain't none of y'all talking to me crazy ever. I take a stern conversation, yes. But when that line of disrespect, when it becomes less stern and more disrespectful and it's growing every time we have a conversation, now we have a problem because, hey, what I was about to say before you we're about to say what you're gonna say is that nobody writes down and puts on the refrigerator. All right, cool. Here's the goal, And then nobody makes smart goals and breaks down those goals. You know, you could have an infinite amount of goals and break them down in sections and say, all right, cool, today we got rid of the light bill. Tomorrow, let's get rid of that. Like, we got two different incomes coming into the house, right? So why don't we, instead of paying $20 to Macy's or $50 just the minimum, you and me both pay $25 a pop. Well, me and you pay 50. We bust that down real quick, and we have an actual plan as opposed to talking about it. But when nobody does nothing about the plan, and there's no accomplishment, there's only expectation without work. Isn't there a scripture that something says of deeds? I can't remember deeds. You know what I'm talking about? It
Faith,
escapes.
faith without works is dead.
Basically, basically,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, so
so
you can have a whole plan and believe that it's gonna work, but if you don't put any effort into your belief, then what?
exactly, and so as a structure, we have to go back. We got to dial it down. All of this ego, all of the success that everybody's enjoying, and there's always going to be a discrepancy, and somebody's doing better than the other. By the way, let me put the mic on, the camera on me. Ladies and gentlemen, if your partner makes $500,000, no, let's be realistic. That's like a third. That's like, yeah, like a third of the population. 500,000. If your partner makes 90,000 and you make 30,000, 25 because you work at the supermarket, and that's what you can do. But you love him. He's a great man, great woman, right? Y'all money is equal. You are not the breadwinner. You guys are working in a system to progress. So guess what? Your gift in this particular instance, yes, you can generate capital faster. But the other person may be better at keeping the home front solid. That's the repayment. That's the investment, and that is the cohesion that makes it work. There can't be two captains of a plane. There's a pilot, and then there's a co-pilot.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave it at that because that's a mic drop right there. Boom. Wait,
But
let
it
me
all
make.
goes back
Hold on.
to
Let me make the
you.
screen move. Mic drop. Where's Obama? Matter of fact, let me get some graphics right there. Obama, drop the mic right there. You were saying, Sage?
Oh, I was saying, now I tell you, that's a perfect example, Obama, if you want to talk about a good partnership,
I love you,
because
Michelle.
I can't imagine that he or she, before they make any move, doesn't go to the other one and they don't sit down and have a conversation, because I honestly believe they are best friends.
100%. Michelle was on TV the other day. I saw her literally like 2 days ago, and she said I had to learn how to do my own thing and get my own thing together because Obama's already set personally. He's well spoken. He's established. He's the freaking president twice, right? And I had to learn how to dial back and develop my own character and my own investments into our relationships. Until she figured that out, Obama and Michelle was having problems. Not problems like detrimental, but problems like what's up? You see, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in
Communication.
relationships, you're gonna box. You have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll
Mhm.
take an old school. What's up? What's up? What's up? You want some? You want some? What's up? What? Huh?
But the important part is knowing that this is my friend, and when I am feeling away, I can come to you and we
Yeah.
can talk about it without arguing.
Hands go down automatically. Humble position. Hey, sweet. And then now, I'm all the way up here. Let me get down to your eye level and let's just talk.
Yeah.
Let's just talk. And you know what? I forgot how beautiful you look when the sun hits you this way. I forgot that you were the person when I was sick. You fed me pea soup with a little pork in it and a little pepper, and it was Campbell's good, and I got well. You birthed my children. You carried me when I had a mastectomy. You stayed with me. I have no breasts, and you still love me because I love you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. There's a million scenarios that I could bring up, right? But that's just what comes to mind. But people have to. We're all conceited now because everybody's successful. And even if you're not successful,
You
social
faking
media,
like you're successful and you
social
trying to act
media,
like you're
I can't let you
successful.
cut in on this one. Nope, nope, nope. Because me and you having an argument. We can come back to it later, my darling. But social media has taught everybody to have a successful mind. And what they're doing now is that before you even did anything, you come into the game with all of this ego and mouth and attitude and expectation. And I'm like, who you think you talking to? You know how hard I worked to get here? You know how many sunsets? You know how many summers I've seen? You know how many incidents I've been a part of? And you're going to talk to me like this? No, we going to dial this back to bring it forward again. And now it's yours, Sachi.
I'm sorry.
I said, and now it's yours. That's it. I mean, you know.
You're 100% right. And it's all about learning to be, as human beings overall, humble. I think that's missing in today's culture is we just don't know how to live in our humanity
Right.
and recognize the humanity in other people.
Speak on it.
We're all so caught up in what we have and what we're doing and what we have acquired.
The
No, I
arrogance is
just want to know
outrageous.
who you are. I just want to know who you are. Do you love your mama? Are you spiritual? What do you like to eat? What do you like? What do you want to do on rainy days? Stuff like that. I want
Facts.
to know the heart of you.
The hard stuff.
Who are you as a person? Can I trust you with my heart?
I was listening to Sway in the morning. Shouts out to Sway in the morning show, right? I was listening to Sway, and he had two guests on there, right? And they were both, and it's we had 31 minutes and 27 seconds. Just so that you know, I don't know how much time you got. I think you about
I'm
you.
about ready to go.
Okay, so let me throw this one at you real quick, but it's a great analogy. He had a couple on there, and they were both into real estate, and they were both successful. And the girl was like a super entrepreneur, and she hooked up, and they found the love of their lives, and they found out that they were together with each other. Dude had a 800 credit score. She only had a 540, right? But she asked him at dinner. She was like, "Yo, what's your score?" She's like, "Yo, what you say?" No, she was like, basically, her reason for asking that is that because she was an entrepreneur and she knew that she wasn't going to work for a job, she wanted to make sure that they were evenly yoked and so that they could work together. So if your score is like mine, we got to fix one of our credits so that one of us, we can't be two people with bad credit. Secondly, she told him in that interview, she was like, not only I love you and I'm going to be with you, and if you really want to be my husband, guess what? This is what we're going to do. Go out, sow your oats for like a year. They was together for a while. They finished college and everything like that. And so he went off to be, he was like a professor at Harvard. He had some real estate. His heart was in real estate. And he started, I can't even remember. But the bottom line is that she was seeing people on the side too. She didn't tell him that, but she was like, go sow your wild oats. And she was like, I'm going to probably sow mine too. But after the year came, she was like, okay, dude, I'm messing with. It was fun. She checked with her boy. She was like, nah, you good? He knew already that he loved her because she was like, all right, cool. Are you ready? He said, I am. He was like, but you know what? I'm whatever with my property. She told him, I'm gonna pay the rent on your properties, and you know what I'm saying. So this, you the inherent idea in there. What I'm talking about is the sacrifice. Like I had a girlfriend, right? That's recently too. I had a situation. I had some money problems or whatever the case. She's well off. She would throw her money in my face all the time, and I'm like, I was sinking a little bit, and I told her gently, like, yo, and I didn't want anything from her. I would never ask anybody for anything unless I need to, but I never do. But she didn't even say, you know what, if it ever, and we were talking love stuff, we were talking future stuff like marriage and everything. If it ever came to a listen, this is not what we do. Let's make a contract. I've told you that I see you as my husband in the future. I told you that we can X, Y, and Z. She's giving me all types of, but the help wasn't there like that. Now, could it be my character? Yes, but the thing is that the language that we spoke on, it was okay until it was time for her to make a sacrifice. I'm not telling anybody to go out to make a sacrifice on just anybody, but what I'm saying is if you put that time in and that person's not ready to invest in you, when the chips fall down, then what do you do? Because here's the thing: a relationship is like a bank. It's like an application. Well, how did you pay your last debt? How did you treat your last woman? How It's the same thing. The same liability exists. The same bankruptcy can happen. The same I'm out of business for a minute can happen.
I listened to Cat Williams on the Sherry Shepherd show the other day, and he said something that made so much sense to me. And she was talking about how giving he is, and he's known to be very, very generous. And he was saying that I don't do it necessarily because I'm a nice person. He says I understand equations. He says, and what I know is if you're giving and you're constantly giving, giving is like
Planting
it's it's
seeds.
it's 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 a natural banking system. It's the universe's banking system.
Planting
And so
seeds.
he is sowing seeds. He says, so I know if I'm constantly giving when it's time to make a withdrawal, it's always there.
It's a numbers
The
game.
same
It's a numbers
it's
game.
the same thing in a relationship. If I'm constantly sowing into you and you're sowing into me, when I go to withdraw, what I need is going to be there.
And a lot of people is on overdraft. Whoa, that's our time today. Listen, it's your boy. It's your
I got
boy.
your favorite thing here,
What's that? What the
little
heck is
carrot
that?
cake, and it's delicious.
What is that? It looks like a white
Carrot
piece of
cake.
paper. You got the
Oh,
light
because you
hitting
can't
it
see the
so
cake.
hard. Huh?
You can't see the cake.
Oh, I can see it. Oh, okay. That looks like some type of grilled chicken with a crust on it. That looks incredible.
No. I know D Wells in the building loves him a good carrot cake.
Whoa! Carrot cake? Let me tell you something. You ever put a carrot cake in front of me now? Let me tell you, boy. I want it
Mm.
every time. All right.
I know you working on your sexy,
Yeah, I
but
can't put
I'm
that
gonna
kind
make
of
sure.
stuff in me yet. Huh?
I said I know you working on your sexy, but I'm gonna make sure you get a piece.
I look here. Piece of what? I love you, Sage. You're a good friend, man. You've been a great friend since we met, and you're an awesome co-host. Listen, go enjoy the rest of your day. Tell the people a little something before you bounce.
um, I don't know who needs to hear it, but I'm gonna share this. This came to me this morning. Um, when you're thinking about God, make sure that He's always think. God is thinking about you the same way that you're thinking about Him. Sometimes we don't give him the credit that he's due in what he can do for us. We're so busy trying to figure things out on our own without consulting him. And I came to this by I was thinking about I've had a dream that I have always wanted my whole life and I never pursued it. And so I was thinking this morning, I was like, before my life ends, I want to do this thing, even if I do it on the small scale, not even on the grandiose scale that it could be done, but if I could just do it in a small way. And the spirit said to me, did you ask me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! The squeaky wheel gets grease.
Did
The
you ever
squeaky
ask me?
wheel gets grease.
And
A
I was
hungry
sitting
mouth
there
gets fed.
stunned.
Woo!
I was sitting there stunned, like, I've asked
Jesus.
you for a million things. I never talked to you about this thing. So,
Abba Father,
ev-
listen. I need this, Dad. I need this, Mom. I need this friend. Extend yourself. We've been talking about humility the whole time. This is all about humility. Look, you saw the gesture. Look, I
and
need.
that's all. Yeah. And he was like, you call on me about some of the most silly things that you probably don't need to talk to me about. But that thing, but what I really want you to know is come to me about everything.
Cast all your fears.
Cast all your cares
Cast all your doubts.
on me because I care for you. Not only do I care for you, like I love you, I care for you, but you don't even have to care about it anymore because I care for you. I am your proxy of care.
I respect it. I love it. And you know what? God is always speaking, man. He's always saying stuff, and it's always ingrained in whatever we're doing. People don't realize that. We got the weirdest language with God. Like, God will talk to me with an ant crawling across a windowsill. Because that ant could just be on a journey till he gets to his molehill, and then he gets there, and now he's a part of the flock again, and now he can get into the fold, and they can get to this business of the work that we all have to do But you first have to find out where we are so that we can get busy. But we're gonna wait for you. We still gonna be working
Hmm.
inside of the anthill, but we waiting for you, and we need your help. Somebody needs your help out there. Somebody needs you to put down that fried piece of chicken. Get off that treadmill. Get off that phone. Our phones are the worst and best things that have ever happened to us, and especially our kids. Get off the phone. Get on that windowsill. Be that ant. Make that trek all the way over to that ant hill, and that's it. Let's try that scenario for a change. Do you have anything to lose?
And stop making it all about you. We're here to serve a greater purpose. Whatever we're doing isn't for us all the time. That ant goes out and does what he does because he knows it feeds the ant colony.
You ever
An
saw
ant
that?
by
You ever saw
himself.
the ant movie when they were swinging
Uh-huh.
on the thing and it was just a string of ants and one of them like, oh, don't let go, and it was like a big ant ball and it was swinging at the bottom. That's real life, and this is
And if one let goes, that one, oh well, you
that
you
one.
on your own.
You're strong as
But
the
as long
weakest
as
link.
they're together,
You're strong as the weakest link. Hello, somebody. So listen, you need to go and get that money.
that is my time. Let me go make
All
this
right, look here.
change.
So it's your boy D Wells in the building. I'm here with
Sick. Hey.
Hey, and we
Bye,
love
family.
talking to y'all.
Everybody have a great
Hey,
day. We'll
take
talk to
care,
you soon.
darling. Bye bye. Wait. Don't
Bye.
leave. Don't
Bye.
leave. I'm ending the show right now. We love y'all. D Wells in the building. We out.